Imagine a world where a single drone strike ripples across continents, crippling energy giants and forcing nations to rethink their dependencies. Welcome to the escalating drama of Ukraine's attacks on Russia's gas infrastructure. In a bold move that has sent shockwaves through global energy markets, Ukraine has taken credit for a drone assault on Russia's colossal Orenburg gas plant, one of the planet's biggest facilities dedicated to processing natural gas. This incident isn't just an isolated incident, it's causing major disruptions in gas supplies across Central Asia, highlighting how interconnected our energy systems truly are. But here's where it gets really intriguing. As Europe pushes to sever ties with Russian energy, is this the tipping point for a new era of energy independence, or just the start of a dangerous cycle of retaliation? Let's break this down for clarity. The Orenburg plant, operated by Russia's state-owned behemoth Gazprom, is a massive hub that plays a critical role in producing and distributing gas. On October 19, 2025, drones targeted it, marking the first known strike on this vital site. As a result, Kazakhstan, a neighboring country heavily reliant on shared infrastructure, had to halt intake at its own facilities. According to Kazakhstan's energy ministry, this led to a significant drop in production at the Karachaganak field, a key player that normally handles about 37.5 billion cubic meters of gas annually. Reports from Reuters on October 20 indicated that output there fell by 25 to 30%, demonstrating just how vulnerable cross-border energy networks can be. For beginners wondering why this matters, think of it like a domino effect. When one part of the pipeline falters, it affects everyone downstream, potentially leading to shortages and price hikes in other regions. Kiev's officials were quick to own up to the attack, with President Volodymyr Zelensky describing it as a demonstration of Ukraine's growing prowess in long-range operations against Russia. Practically every day or two, Russian oil refineries are being hit, he noted, adding that these actions are contributing to bringing Russia back to reality. This ramp-up in strikes has intensified over recent months, targeting Russia's energy backbone and reportedly sparking fuel shortages and soaring prices within Russia itself. Take, for instance, last month's hit on the Novokuybishevsk oil depot, where Ukraine's general staff reported extensive damage to crucial infrastructure, another example of how these tactics are chipping away at Russia's economic stability. Meanwhile, on the other side of the continent, European Union energy ministers have rallied around a pivotal plan to fully eliminate Russian gas and oil imports by January 2028. This ambitious goal, part of a wider effort to break free from Moscow's influence, stems directly from Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Before that conflict, Russia supplied roughly 45% of the EU's gas needs. Now, that figure has plummeted to about 12%. Danish Energy Minister Lars Agard, whose country currently holds the EU's rotating presidency, hailed the October 20 agreement as a crucial step forward. Although we have worked hard and pushed to get Russian gas and oil out of Europe in recent years, we are not there yet, he emphasized, underscoring the ongoing challenge. Not everyone is on board, though, and this is the part most people miss. Countries like Slovakia and Hungary, still heavily dependent on Russian energy, voiced strong opposition to the plan. It's a classic case of balancing security with practicality. While the EU aims for sovereignty, some members argue that cutting ties too quickly could lead to immediate energy crises at home. EU Foreign Policy Chief Roger Corliss chimed in on October 20, advocating for even tougher measures. Russia only understands strength. It only negotiates when put under pressure, she stated, hinting at a potential 19th round of sanctions against Russia that could be greenlit this week. Now, here's where things turn controversial. Is Ukraine's strategy of striking energy targets a legitimate form of self-defense, or does it risk escalating the conflict into an all-out energy war that could backfire globally? Critics might say these attacks are destabilizing, potentially causing unintended harm to civilians or economies reliant on stable gas flows, like Kazakhstan's. On the flip side, supporters see it as a necessary tactic to weaken Russia's war machine, forcing Moscow to the negotiating table. And what about the EU's push to phase out Russian imports? Is it a bold stand for democracy, or an overreach that ignores the economic fallout for vulnerable nations within the bloc? What do you think? Does Ukraine's approach justify the risks, or should international norms against targeting civilian infrastructure prevail? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Zelensky's view that this is bringing Russia back to reality, or do you see it as adding fuel to an already volatile fire? Let's discuss.